Pam Borson, a pre-med college student, was volunteering with the group picking up trash along the riverside when she spotted a pretty stone. What a strange-looking rock, she thought. As she went to pick it up, she felt a shock to her system. She blinked, took a gulp of air, and suddenly she was lying on her back, looking up at the clouds. A beautiful woman was standing over her. "Who are you?" asked Pam. "I am Della of the Clouds. Keep this rock that you have found near you, and it will help guide you on your path as you guide others towards theirs." Then the other volunteers were there asking if she was all right. She said she was, and then she went home with the rock. There was a hole through the rock that was just wide enough to slip a string through it, and she slipped a shoestring through it and wore it as a necklace round her neck. Then she took a nap in her dreams, and Donna of the Cloud appeared and said to her, "You will be able to see the greatness within people, so you will be able to encourage them to go in the direction of their greatness. You will be able to see them flower into their true potential before your eyes, in a fuller way than they otherwise would have, blah, blah, blah." And in helping them on their journey of discovering flashes of the flashes of tomorrow that you have already seen, you will experience life on a whole new level. You will become known on the planet below as a god maker, or in your language, a muse. You will look back on this adventure as unique, challenging yet rewarding. Donna pulled Pam close to her and said, "The only thing I fear is that you are too afraid of life to have any fun. You're 22, yet you dress like you're 42. Most muses I have guided through their entire lives, yet you seem to have been reborn. You are going to be quite the project. And you have never looked outside of whatever book you were hiding behind. How sad. Well, from now on, Adventure shall be your middle name." "Adventure? I don't go on adventures. Other people do. Maybe we should..." But Donna of the Clouds was gone. Pam woke up. What did she say? "I'll be able to see into people's potential like a muse. I will see what is inside of them. How can I do that? I don't know people." What did she mean? And then in what seemed like the next moment, Pam was walking down the road. "Oh my God," she thought to herself. "The Hollywood sign. This is America. I'm in America. I've seen it in a million movies. Why are the people all green?" As she walked along, she saw a young graffiti artist, Danny Acuna. Then she saw him as a famous graffiti portrait artist. Fame and fortune and living the high life. "Hi, what's your name?" she said to him. "I'm busy," he scowled. "Yes, you are. And you're quite talented, too." "I am?" He was caught a little off guard by her support. "Yes," said Pam. "Have you ever considered painting portraits?" "Yes, I have. I've done a bunch of them back at my place," he said. Then Pam stopped hearing what he was saying, and as the light flickered around her, and suddenly the young man she was talking to was no longer green, and the colors of the world had readjusted and gone back into sync. "What's happening?" she said. "You're no longer green." "Green? What are you on?" he asked her. Then she passed out and woke up on his sofa in his loft. She looked at the coffee table and she saw that he had painted her portrait. Danny and Pam are in a taxi with a beautiful young lady, Della Hunt. Danny had met Della at his art exhibit. Later, when they were alone in Danny's bedroom, Della asked Danny, "What's the deal with Pam?" what's your relationship with her? It's like I told you, she's my muse. She guides my career, but she says that if we have sex, that she will lose her ability to help me. It's not that she won't want to help me, it's just that she won't be able to. And she learned this from helping other people, and so to prevent that, no sex, just company. She's good company, and I enjoy having her around. Does she really believe that? Do you really believe that? Hey, it's been working so far. Who knows? Maybe she's just the self-confidence I've needed. Why does she... Why does she live with you instead of having her own place? Because she says she never knows when she'll get the flash of tomorrow, and that as long as I'm near her, when she gets it, it'll be a flash about me. And if I'm not near her, who knows? So I like keeping her near me. Well, then I guess, could it be a flash about anyone? Yep. That night as Danny slept, Ella slipped out of the bed and walked into the living room. In the morning, she was in the bedroom when Danny woke up getting dressed. I have to get to work, she said, and kissed him goodbye. Over the next year, Pam and Danny became quite the team as she guided his career, and she learned a great deal about the modern art world. But now it was nearing time to go, so she began opening herself up to the universe and meditating quite a bit, enough for Danny to notice. Then one afternoon, while picking some things up at the grocery store, she suddenly saw herself on a street looking at a street sign, and then crossing the street at a looking across the street at a coffee shop. She tracked down the coffee shop and the street it was on. Her 20% commissions on several sales that Danny had made gave her a nice nest egg, and the portrait he had painted of her was gaining value by the day. So she packed up her things and wished Danny the best. He hated to see her go, but the next thing you know, she walked into the coffee shop and she was served at her table by a young woman, Lana Tarang, Lanatrang, and Pam said to her, "How's that screenplay coming along? Have we met? How'd you know?" "No, not yet," said Pam. "I'm your muse, or at least I could be, if you want me to be." "What?" They talked for a bit, then agreed to meet later. As they walked down the street, Lana pushed Pam into an alley and held a switchblade to her throat. "Okay, sister, how you know about my screenplay?" "Really, I see things, flashes of tomorrow, that's all. And as long as I'm near you, the flashes will be about you. I saw you making the first kung fu zombie musical love story ever. It was epic." Hey, if you don't want my help, just walk away." "Be a shit," she said as she put away her switchblade and walked away. Pam did not realize it at the time, but Lana's girlfriend and partner in crime, Dorothy Lawmaker, followed Pam home to her hotel room. The next day there was a knock on her door, and when Pam opened it, it was Lana. "Okay, sister, I read about Muse. I think you crazy. But dish, show me what you got." "Like I told you," she said, "I'm a muse, and I could be yours if you want me to. I never know when I will get these flashes of tomorrow, but I know that if I'm near you, they will be about you. And I know that sex messes with my ability. So as long as I'm guiding you, I will not be able to take advantage of your sexual dexterity." "What? How'd you know this?" "No, the words. Do you know Thabo? Where is he? Sexual diversity. Dexterity. You got that from him. That what he say." "No, I see things. I told you that. I am just saying this is the deal. We could have sex or I could be a muse, but we can't have both. Fuck, that's crazy talk, said Lana. How could I trust you if I haven't had sex with you? No, said Pam. That is the deal. What about me? Us, I mean, can we have sex with other people? Yes. Mucho. Mucho? Yeah, see, said Lana.